So, welcome everybody to this call that I have titled Abundant You, because that's what I believe you are, abundant. If somebody had told me that maybe many, many, many years ago, I wouldn't have believed it. It all sounded like theory to me. But over the years, you know how it is, right? I know it's for you as well, how you go through life, you go through circumstances, scenarios, and the way you look at things shift, the way you understand things shift, and awareness expands, of course. And, a lot of transformations occur. And that's what's happened for me, from being a person who would struggle with, everything, whether it was relationship, whether it was health, whether it was money, to living a fairly great life. I still have challenges, of course, on the health front, but at least the way I work with them is very differently than I would before. So for me, abundance is like a whole load of stuff. So before I go there, I would love to hear from you what it means for you to be abundant, and what's really going on with your life, and how can I contribute to you today? So would anybody like to unmute and share? What would you love? Yeah, Harveen, go for it.
So Smriti, as you are aware of the condition of my mother, so I really would like, abundance of well-being in the family and good health. That is, at the moment, that is what is coming to my mind.
Right. I hear you. And yet, no matter what we may desire in that particular moment, sometimes it is absolute contrast to what we would really love. And how we be in that moment, how we respond in that moment, also makes a big difference. Harveen, are you getting that?
Yeah. So
okay.
I'm trying, it's not trying, I am trying to get into the higher vibration myself.
Yes.
And that is what I'm doing, the things which bring me joy, or at least I have a kind of a pleasure in doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and also in this moment to remember that each of us is infinite. Each of us is a spirit being. Yes, we have this human embodiment, but we are more than this human embodiment, and so is your mom.
Yeah.
More than this human embodiment. And she is having an experience as part of her journey. And how best can one support her in that journey?
Truly.
Without seeing her as less.
Yes. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. Without seeing her as weak, without seeing her as powerless, without seeing her as helpless.
Yeah.
Although it feels like that, right? It seems like that the person is, in the ICU or in a hospital, and they're going through whatever they're going through. And what hurts is that helplessness. What hurts is the powerlessness. Right? In that moment?
Yes, I agree with you.
But is that really true? Is my question. And that's something I'd like you to look at. That even in that moment, and I only speak of it from my personal experience, I cannot begin to tell you how powerless one feels sitting in that ICU. Been there. And yet it is remembering that I'm more than what's going on with my body is what helps me to move through it.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
So an element of abundance is, in fact, it is one of the bigger ones, is knowing who you really are.
Yeah.
Is when we forget who we really are, is when we separate from who we truly are. And when we separate from who we truly are, means I'm not being that, is when I can't have it, when I can't expect it.
Yeah. Yes.
Mansi, what color clothes are you wearing right now?
It's black.
What if I said you were wearing red?
Yeah,
What would you say?
a black has a tinge of red actually.
But like if I said, no, this is red, would you tell me, no, Smriti, this is black color?
No, I'll say, okay, that's cool.
Okay.
I've learned my lesson very early on this topic. Like,
Okay, no, I'm coming from another place, so don't worry about it. This is not a trick question. This is not a trick question. How confident are you that you're wearing black?
yeah, I'm confident.
Yeah, you know you're wearing black color, right? And somebody else may see it as red, and that's fine. I'm not disputing that part.
Yeah.
But do you know that you're wearing a black color?
Yes.
And you're 100% sure,
Yes.
right? That's the confidence I'm talking about. Do we have that confidence in our lives that I am abundant, just like I have the confidence that I am wearing black color?
Yeah.
Smriti,
Yes, Babita.
so now I'm getting this, or I'm aware about even if I react in my own space, I know I'm reacting, or immediately within seconds I shift. But with this empowerment, there's nothing not at a single time I feel powerless or something like that. And once a point I realize कि वहाँ पे करने के लिए कुछ है ही नहीं. There's no worry, there's no fear, there's nothing. So sometimes it's feel some kind of emptiness, and you again create that drama. So right now I'm working on it. So what's that?
You tell me, what is that? That I call it actually addiction. Yeah, it's an addiction to drama. You have to look at it because there's a certain way you've lived for a very, very long time. And Babita, I've seen you work with me in the coaching program and how you've worked on this aspect. So please recognize, in fact, we've been currently studying that as a group, how when we think a certain way and how we react a certain way over a period of time, what happens is every time you think a certain way, you react a certain way, you're firing and wiring the same neurons again and again, and you're creating that circuitry again and again. And what's happening in the bargain is ultimately there is a chemical factory, right? So every time you are stressing, you are reacting, you are feeling insecure, or you used to, I'm not saying you are, but you used to, your body got addicted to release of certain kinds of chemicals. Okay.
Right.
Now suddenly you've begun to see the truth and you have begun to live from a very different place. And I know how you've changed your reality, especially, I mean, not only just your financial reality, but even your relationship, etc. So suddenly the body is craving that chemical.
Right.
There's also physiology to this. There's not just the spirituality to this. There's also physiology to this. So then what happens is that our body we are craving that fix. So now that everything is going fine, but I'm missing that chemical.
Yeah, there's some terrible changes in my body. My body asks for more sessions, more ease, and like 2 to 3 times I crave for something, some work in my body.
Right. So when you ask me, what is that? Why this pull towards the drama?
Yeah.
the pull towards the drama is this addiction, because so many years you've been functioning a certain way, and now suddenly, you're making changes. So it's like a withdrawal, right? And yet, the moment you observe it occurring and you realize that, is this what I really want to invest my next moment in? And
Because
you go beyond that moment. But you have to be
Yeah.
aware then. You have to be very highly
Yeah.
present with your life.
so there are few places jab drama hua, and I was so aware, and I realized ki there is no need of drama. And when I was like, oh, it's बहुत stress का time है, हाँ करना पड़ेगा. Let's see, difficult है. And I know I'm manipulating. I'm so aware कि actually there is no stress. And then people are, तेरे को tension नहीं हो रहा है? नहीं बहुत tension हो रहा है. And that somehow I start अंदर ही अंदर थोड़ी देर बाद, is this true? Tension लेना चाहिए. Am I missing something?
Yeah. So that's the time you have to be aware. Remember the tool I have shared with you all. So for those who are here on the call first time, there's a very beautiful tool called Notice What You're Noticing. So notice when you're
Yes.
noticing getting stressed out. And at that moment, you've got to remember that who am I really? And if this is who I am, I'm an abundant being, then in this moment, do I really need to stress? Would stress create the outcomes that I require? Or would another way of being create a require, what I would love as my outcome? So in that moment, who are you being? So like earlier, when I was speaking with Harveen, there's a situation in her life, mom is not well, is in the ICU, and obviously anyone would be worried, stressed, and all of that. But in that moment, if I can look at it not from a place of me, the human embodiment, but me, the infinite embodiment, then how will I look at it? And me remembering that, everything has its own place in my journey. And I am not helpless. I may look helpless, but I'm really not helpless, and I'm not powerless. And when I'm not giving into that, I am standing in that abundant self. So yes, keep going. I mean, you've changed a lot of stuff, but keep noticing that, just because others expect there to be stress, do I have to be stressed about it?
Right.
So great going. You've got to remember who you are. I think that's the key to being abundant at all times, to remember who you are and then to be it.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so just keep going. I think you've done amazing work, Babita, already, and
So
you've come a long way.
It's all with your support. And still I was telling yesterday only to Mana कि जब भी कहीं अटकती हूँ, I can hear your voice. Be it now. And then I read something, I listen the recording, and immediately it shift. So sometimes it's overwhelmed. कि there's nothing to worry. I know everything will be taken care of. And that kind of is like, it's like amazing, beyond words.
Yeah, so stick to that. I know I'm wearing black.
Yeah.
I know that there is a possibility. I know that I'm an abundant being living in an abundant universe.
And one more thing, Smriti, I'm traveling for 10 days in a month every month, and 5 to 7 days, good breaks, and I'm creating this more than what I.
Wasn't that your ask when you first joined the program?
Yes.
Angst about it, that I don't get to do this, I don't get to do that. And I said, you can have it all, just be willing to have it. It's possible.
So
I'm so
I
happy for you.
really am so grateful to you.
Oh,
I'm
thank you
so
for doing
grateful.
the work.
Thank you for showing other way. Thank you so much.
Love you. All right. Share with me. What have you got going on in your mind? Where are you feeling challenged? Parul says abundance in relationships and money. Sure. So tell me, what does abundance really mean to you? Being abundant, what does it really mean to you? What does it look like for you? Let's have this conversation. Unmute yourself. Share with me. Show me where I can contribute to you. Yes, Parul, go for it.
Lack.
Sorry?
Abundance for me is no lack.
No lack, okay.
And where you don't have to think about, in case of money, you don't have to think that, oh, do I have enough, or can I buy this, or can I don't have to do budget.
Right.
So whatever I want to do, I can do. And in relationship, I would say I have people, the type of people I require at that point in time.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
that's something I would say abundance is.
Okay. So how are you feeling when you're abundant? How would you be feeling if you had that?
The question, is it even possible?
Ah, right. The perennial question, is that really black?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can say join the coaching, and with the regular practice, it's possible. Even I asked the same question to Smriti before the coaching program. Is it possible? And now I can sense it's possible.
I remember giving Babita an income target, which was way beyond her dream. She said, Smriti, not possible. I said, who said it's not possible? And now Madame is traveling, holidaying, and doing everything. So happy for her. So
Thank
Parul,
you.
do you know people in life who have abundance of money?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know people in life who have beautiful relationships?
Mm,
Even if you
yeah,
don't know
but
them personally, even if they are
yeah.
within space. Okay. So tell me something.
Mm,
If it is possible for even one person on this planet, means that possibility exists?
yeah, that's true.
Okay. So let's begin from there.
That I know that it's possible
Do you,
for
do
that.
you know? Do you know about Roger Bannister?
No.
Okay. So nobody at one point of time had run a mile under 4 minutes. And there was this one particular year, Roger Bannister, if I remember the name correctly, I don't think I've got it wrong, but still, he broke the record. Do you know how many people went on to establish that record after he broke it? Over 20,000 people. So if one person, it just takes one person to accomplish something, which means if one person can achieve it, anybody can. That means the possibility exists.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then the question is it really possible for me?
Maybe not right now with the way one thinks, right? With the way one functions, maybe not right now. But all I want you to do is, and this is a very beautiful thing, is just entertain the possibility. Because if we've already in our mind decided that it's not possible for me, I wonder if it will be possible for me, then I'm not even allowing that possibility. I'm questioning its existence, which is why I'm beginning from, it may not be possible for you in this moment. Yeah, some years ago, if you had told me I can earn 7-figure income a month, I would have said, you must be joking. Right? But now I know it. Okay?
Yeah.
I've done it, been there, do it often. It's all cool. It's no big deal. Okay. But at one point of time, no, it was not a possibility for me, sweetheart.
True.
For me to have 10,000 bucks in my bank, and at that time, 10,000 was a big value. I'm pretty old.
You don't look like.
So 10,000 was a big amount that time. And for me, I thought if I have 10,000 bucks in my bank, I'll be like king. Right? I'll be a queen. And that's what I believe. But today, it's a very different reality, right? It's a very, very different reality, sweetheart. So one of the ways to get abundance rolling into your life is, first of all, to believe that it's possible. Yeah. And abundance is an outcome of, who we be. what we be. And I feel abundance is basically us being an expression of the truth that we are. So abundance is not something that just comes because you've done 5 processes, run some mantras, right? That's not how abundance comes. Abundance is existing already within you, but you've got to unlock it by becoming aware of it. It's like, you have this room in your house which has been locked for a very long time, and it has all the treasures in the world. Yeah, but you have no idea, and you've never bothered to open that room. So it's like you're sitting on a gold mine or a diamond mine, and you don't even know that you're sitting on one.
Yeah. So since you have talked about the awareness you have, so I would say, yes, I do have awareness when I think about abundance and money. I do have that awareness right now. It's not there, but yeah, 5 years down the line, I will achieve this. And it's very clear, like I can see the picture of it. But when it comes to relationship, it's like I'm blocked. And then is it really, sometimes the question is, do I really desire one? Sometimes the question is, will I get one on my terms? So there's so many questions involved, and I was like, just chuck it.
Okay.
It's just
cool.
going
Yeah, which is
above
cool.
your head.
Which is cool. But again, could you begin from entertaining the possibility? That hesitance is what will keep you from having it. What have you got to lose by saying yes?
I feel there's a lot of work which I would need to put in if
And
I
what's wrong
say
with
yes
that?
to the, like, and entertaining someone, and then getting into the possibility of searching someone, and then
Okay.
it's like
So
a
what if
hard work.
no? So what if you didn't have to conclude that it has to be that way?
But that's what everyone says.
Cool. I don't care about what everyone says. What do you know?
For me, what I know is you just sit, do your work, and that person will come and fell into you. That's what I know.
Right.
And
So
not happening.
yeah. So there's a power that is breathing you. Are you aware of that?
There is a power, what?
There's a power that is breathing you. Can you breathe on your own? Can you guarantee your next breath?
No.
Can you guarantee you'll wake up tomorrow morning?
No.
So there's something that is breathing you, right?
Yeah.
Right. So the power that is breathing us, the source from where everything comes, has created or has taken the form of so much. I talk about this in every call. Yeah, it's taken on the form of the sun and the moon and the planets and the stars and the oceans and the butterflies and the fishes and the flowers and the fruits and everything. And you are an expression of that intelligence, which is creative, right? It knows how to create. Its whole purpose is creation. And that's why you came into existence, so that it can express itself through you and as you. So are you willing to allow that expression to occur through you? Why did you come to this planet? For something to be expressed through you. You didn't need to come to this planet. You could have gone to some other planet.
Yeah.
Why did you come to this one? So if there's a dream in your heart of having a beautiful relationship, it's because it's possible. Why would the dream be in your heart if it was not possible? So you are a very beautiful energy which is here to express itself. It is capable of creating. And that's what I want you to know, all of you, that you're capable, because you are creativity. You are an embodiment of that creative intelligence. The question is, are you willing to let it express itself?
Yeah.
So what if you didn't have to worry? knowing that if it can create the sun and the moon and the stars and the planets, I don't think relationship is a very big deal.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? You didn't have to put any effort from being a little embryo to becoming a human body, did you? Did you supervise the growth of your fingers, the growth of your elbows, the growth of your heart? Did you supervise it? Did you
No.
stand there and decide how it should form? Something did, right?
Yeah.
So you can trust it with your body, that all your body parts will be all right, but you can't trust it with a relationship.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Mansi says, I met my husband like that.
And I know how beautiful relation Mansi, you and your husband have. I have seen that.
Yes,
So,
we don't
sweetheart,
kill each other.
yeah. So if it's possible for Mansi, if it's possible for me, and if it's possible for many people on this call, why is it not possible for you? So can you entertain the possibility, Parul?
Yes.
That's where I would love for you to begin.
Yeah.
Just open up to that possibility.
Yeah.
If you don't open the window, how will the breeze come in?
Where I'm not opening the window is my question.
Right now, don't worry about it. Just open yourself up to that possibility. So next time you feel like saying, oh, it's such hard work, stop. Say for that power breathing me, it's not.
Mm.
For me, in my limited understanding, perhaps yes. But for the power breathing me, no.
Mm. That's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
So please interrupt your thought.
Mm.
What we think, we bring into our reality.
Mm.
And we've been thinking in ways that are not necessarily creating everything that we want. It's creating some of the stuff, but it's not creating everything that we would love. And to have everything that we would love is our birthright. We are born abundant. We have inherited abundance.
Mm.
So we've come here to express that abundance. And if we are not expressing that abundance, we are doing ourselves in this lifetime complete disservice.
Mm.
It's like saying, I came here with a whole box of raw materials, but I barely used 2 or 3 things and I left the rest of the things unused.
Yeah.
Right? So you have like a whole field out there of possibilities to play with, and we just start thinking differently. In fact, this program that I mentioned in my write-up, that is about training yourself to see things from a very different perspective, from an abundant perspective, not from a limited perspective.
Mm.
Right? You've already had some shift, right? There's already been a little expansion in your universe. There's a little more openness right now. Okay, I'm now willing to question this the way I think. That itself is a fantastic start.
Mm.
Okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking. Hello, everybody who's just joined in. So we are talking about abundance. Where are you struggling? What's really going on for you? How can I contribute? Questions?
Hi, Smriti.
Yes, Parul, I will tell you a little more about the program in a bit. Yes. Yes, Rishi.
I think somewhere, I've been boggling with the abundance question. And I think you just, the call was announced and I was like, oh my God, how does it get any better than this, So this is regarding something that I'm experiencing right now. I'm traveling, I'm in Kochi, and I had announced some classes. And initially the kind of, the response I got was amazing. And now finally, when the class is approaching, I have people dropping out of it.
Mhm.
And that's actually kind of disturbing me. So what can I, where do I need to change that? Is it the belief that I'm carrying, or I really fail to see? And this has have been happening with me that, people come in and then like all of a sudden there is a shift.
Okay, here's a question. Do you get conflicted about some days you feel you deserve the world
Mm-hmm.
and some days you question it?
I don't question it, but I don't know. There is something else that is there which kind of pulls me down. That
Tell me
it's
what
not
is that. Go there. Don't just say there is
Yeah.
something. Go there. Tell me what is it. You know it.
do I deserve.
That's what.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
So do you get very excited when people sign up?
Yes. Very much.
Yeah.
Very much on top
Okay.
of the world. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
That just shows that for you, it's not a normal thing in the world.
Okay.
So when we are very excited, I'm not saying we don't have the right to be excited, but
Yeah.
when do we really get excited? Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening.
Right.
Isn't that what excitement is? I can't believe this is
Right.
happening.
Right.
So for you, it is like against the belief that it's possible.
Hmm.
For me, if 30 people have signed up, it's a very natural thing.
Yeah.
It's not like a
Okay.
big deal in my universe.
Right.
And even when only 2 people sign up, that's also no big deal in my universe.
Hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what if it was not a very big deal in your universe? And it was
Yeah.
just very natural to have many people take what you are offering.
Right. Yeah. I think that is the difference. That is.
So
Thank
what happens is that when we think like that or we feel like that subconsciously, oh God, yeah, we put a cap. So there's a thermostat within us which kind of kicks in that, yeah, this is the cap. This is the max amount I'm allowed to be happy. This is the max amount I'm allowed to be healthy. This is the max amount I'm supposed to be, enjoying myself. So subconsciously, because that is the thinking that's going on inside, your thought creates your reality. So on the outside, boom, we'll put the barrier.
So
Okay.
now I do.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Body.
I know. Normally, excitement is supposed to be a good thing, right? But this is what
Yeah. I know. I mean, this is a new thing to look out for. That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think there's one more thing I needed to question was about my body. Recently, like I've been to Sridharyam, that's a Ayurvedic retreat for your eyes and all that. And this is the first time I couldn't get a treatment that could change. My body was totally in a different space. I didn't enjoy, and my sugars went off the boundary, even though I was in diet and every freaking thing that I was asked to do by the doctors, and still my sugars were not coming down. And the moment I was out of that place, everything normalized without doing anything. I went and had sugars, and yet my sugar was not up. I didn't have the neuropathic problem and all that. But somewhere, this has been very strange experience, because until now, every time I had gone in for a treatment, it was a good change. So yeah, again, abundance of health.
So So, you know, I'm challenged in terms of health, right?
Right.
Big one.
Yeah.
Here's what I know. And I think this is what's carrying me. And this is why I'm able to do what I do, despite all odds. I don't make my situation wrong. For me, it's not wrong. For a lot of people, there's a question. How can someone in this line of healing and all have this scenario? Why can't they heal? And why can't they? And all of that. There's a doubt in many people's universe, not in mine. And I don't make it wrong. And it's not about trying to get out of it. Would I like a healthy body? Of course, I would love a healthy body. And I do believe, barring certain factors, I have a healthy body. Okay, it's not like I don't have a healthy body. Right.
Yeah.
However, the situation exists, whatever your situation may be, whether it's financial situation, whether it's a relationship situation, whether it's a body situation, all situation is an invitation to us growing into our power. All situations are for you to come home to you, for you to know who you truly are, that you
Right.
are bigger than whatever is going on with your body. So what is going on with your body, first of all, is not a bad thing.
Right.
So in this moment, my invitation to you is, what would an abundant being do? Bless their body.
Yeah.
Bless their situation. Because when you make something wrong, what are you creating? A low vibration in your body.
Right.
You are creating a judgment against what's going on with your body. And then what are you doing? You're creating separation. And is that who you really are? If you are that divine intelligence expressing itself in this body, then your whole journey in this life through these scenarios is to remember that. So it's an invitation for you to remember who you truly are. So keep stepping into that person that you are. So bless the situation. Don't make it wrong.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like till last night, I didn't have the energy to even talk. Okay. I was reeling under the side effects of chemo and, you know, back from hospital earlier this week. And Nana asked me, Smriti, do you want to postpone this call? Do you want to cancel the call? I said, no, we will see tomorrow. Right. And if I'm meant to serve people through this call, I will be fine and I will have the energy. Of course, I didn't tell her all these words, but I told her, don't do anything till now. We'll see tomorrow. And I went to sleep, just blessing my body, blessing my scenario. And I know for sure that I am here to serve. I am here to enable people to see what I have been able to see in my own life. I have been able to become happy. I have been able to do so many things despite all odds, because I have come to know that there's a power breathing me that is bigger than anything that I may be going through. And here I am, full on energy. Okay. So trust the process. Whatever your body may be going through, it's only inviting you to remember who you are.
Yeah.
And the more you will remember who you are, the more peace you will have within you. The more peace you will have within you, the more it will impact your body.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. It's so, I think, you know, somewhere.
Change your thinking.
Yeah. You are always there, dear. Thank you so much for
That I always am.
inspiring so many people in so many beautiful ways.
God bless
Bless
you.
you.
Bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
Neha.
Hi, Smriti. So the
Right.
discussion is amazing and highly insightful. Just a question in extension to what Rushi was asking.
Mhm.
In the times when you are attempting something for the very first time, like
Mm.
launching something for the first time,
Mm.
how do we then maintain this state of, being having that conviction? It's natural because there are times you feel nervous in a good way. You feel
Hmm.
excited. So you have a mix, a gamut of emotions.
Mm.
You do have conflicting thoughts as well. So in such a situation, how do you then maintain that vibration is the
I
question.
go back to the basics. Who am I?
An infinite being.
Yeah. What are you here for?
To be happy and to really live life to the fullest.
Sure. So when you're living life to the fullest, what are you really doing? We talked about it in this call also today. What are you really doing? You're expressing that intelligence, that creative intelligence, that power breathing you, right?
Yes. Yes.
Right. So if you are bringing to the world something new, some project which is new,
Mhm.
what you're really doing is you're allowing that intelligence in you to express itself through you.
Yes.
That's what the purpose of human embodiment is. So that this power, this intelligence, which is creative, can express itself through you. It has expressed itself in many forms, but it also wants to express itself through you. And that's the gift of you.
Hmm.
So when you're offering your product, while I understand the nervousness, etc., that's the human experience. But if you can remember that I'm here to bring something beautiful to the world.
Hmm.
I'm here to bring an expression to the world which will serve, the world, which will add more joy, more beauty, more value to the world. And you make that as an offering. Then that nervousness and all of that will go away. Because you know what you are doing, you know why you're doing it. And the commitment is to have that intelligence express itself, because that is the purpose of your embodiment. And then the outcome, very honestly, doesn't matter. I know money matters. I'm not saying money doesn't matter. We need to still pay our bills at the end of the day because we're still part of, a human existence, which requires money as a medium of exchange. However, I also know that when you, and this is a principle, one of the principles of having more abundance in your life is to give. So
Yeah.
when you give, what you give is what you get, right? So energy always returns to its point of origin. Okay? So what you put out is what comes back to you. You put out judgment, judgment comes back to you. Put out separation, separation comes back to you. You put out, envy, jealousy, that's what comes back to you. But you put out love, and you put out that desire to serve the divine, because everything is divine, right? Everything is made up of that same power. Everything is that same intelligence. And so when it is that heart to serve, then the universe does everything to serve you.
Wow.
So how do you offer your products? How do you offer your services? Makes a big difference.
So true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me,
Yeah.
and I would love to hear this from everybody. Who do you like going to? People who are friendly, loving, or people who are. Who do you like to go to? The first kind of people or the second kind of people?
The first kind.
No brainer, right? Why does a person choose your product? They don't choose your product, they choose what you bring to the product. Everybody is looking for happiness. You said, no, everybody wants to be happy.
Yeah.
Everybody is looking for happiness. Everybody is looking for love. I doubt there is anybody here who doesn't desire love, who doesn't desire joy, who doesn't desire to be seen, who doesn't desire to be heard. So you stay committed to offering that, what the world wants. There are always takers for what, if you are delivering that. Nobody wants to go to a restaurant where there are grouchy waiters. Everybody loves to go to a place where you get great service. Why? Because of what they feel when they get the service. It's not for the service, it's what you feel when you get the service.
So true. So surreal and so I would say rooted to
Yeah.
the
So you stay to the path of giving. Universe will take care of you.
Thank you, Smriti. Thank you so much.
So welcome. I mean, I haven't seen a day. I mean, despite being down and out physically, not being able to work the way I want to work, I have not seen myself being deprived by the universe because my heart is in the right place and I give.
I have to share this, Smriti. Sorry, I'm just taking a
Go ahead.
but the forgiveness sessions that you offered and all the coaching sessions that you've been offering and little bit of whatever programs that I was a part of, I literally see the shift. Earlier I used to react with that judgment. Oh, I didn't get invitation from that party. Oh, this person did this to me. And now, I remember in one of the calls you had told me, Neha, bless them. Just bless them. And I was like, are you like, right? Like seriously? And I think it was working with the laws. That was and I literally now sit and I pray, I bless, I make my gratitude list. And for the first time, when I look at myself nowadays, I feel so proud of myself. I said, good job, Neha. You've turned into a good person. I think first validation comes from within.
Okay, may I stop you?
Yes.
You didn't turn into a good person.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
You already were. You already are. So root out this belief that at one point of time you were a bad person.
Yes. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Thank
So
you.
now bless yourself for all of those times you called yourself bad.
Lots of blessings. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's my own personal experience. I mean, oh my God, the way I've judged myself all my life and the amount of separation I've created with myself. And now my whole journey is about embracing all those parts of me. And having become a radical forgiveness coach has really helped me, accept those parts of me and love those parts of me, which I used to think were bad. Hey, we were meant to have those kind of experiences. We were meant to be that kind of person too. That's part of having a human experience. Come on. So it doesn't mean you get a license to just go about doing any rubbish, but it also you also have to realize that you're a spirit being at the end of the day who has wanted to have a certain kind of a human experience. And that was also part of it. So don't make yourself wrong. Okay, so you were never a bad person. You were always a child of God. Seema, I'm just reading what you're saying. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, being made wrong by the world, being made wrong by the people is part of your journey. Big deal. But you get to decide. So if you're saying I am wrong, I'm saying God is wrong. I mean, I call that intelligence, that power, God. You may call it source, you may call it whatever you want. But whatever it is that has created this universe, whatever it is that is breathing us, you're making it wrong. If you're saying, I am wrong, that's what you're saying, that God is wrong. God made a mistake. There are no mistakes in this universe. This universe is perfect, just the way it is. With the rapes, with the murders, with the cancer, with the everything that we have decided that is wrong. There's nothing that's wrong. Everything is an invitation for us to open our eyes, and not when I say eyes, the physical eyes, but the inner eye to the light that we are, to the power that we are an expression of. So who gets to decide who's wrong? Nobody. Yes, Seema. Okay, so Parul, before you drop off, all right, but Parul needs to go. So I'm just going to share this now. Nana, can you just share that poster that you created, sweetie? So I'm doing a 1-year coaching program called Abundant You. Now, most people who know me and who've done my coaching programs know that all the programs are high ticket programs, but I just feel very called. I see the difference that has made, the coaching programs have made in people's lives. And I just feel called to make this very special offer. And it's for people to choose it, if they wish to invest in themselves. This is about you investing in you. So this program is called Abundant You. It's a group coaching program where we will do, calls every month, and you will be supported on a daily basis through WhatsApp, where I want to invite you to start thinking differently, start looking at yourself differently, start functioning differently, because there are a lot of things that you need to put in place to live as the abundant being you are. So I know you're abundant. So that's really not my worry, really. My aim is for you to be able to see who you truly are, for you to start living as the abundant being you truly are. So this is going to be a program over 1 year, starting in May. And the very special offer, which is valid till the 20th of this month, is that the coaching fee is 10,620 rupees per month, or $150 per month. And what we normally do is we invite you to commit to your growth, because this is you investing in you. So we ask you to commit 2 months fee, for which, which gets adjusted in your first month and your 12th month fee. So 12th month, you pay nothing. And so that is the investment. And post 20th April, it doubles. Okay. So this is like a very, 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 very special offer that I am making at this point of time. And then there is a fab offer. Now, what is a fab offer? It's a fast action bonus. So if you're somebody who wants to invest in you, who wants to go through this process of discovering who you truly are, taking actions, living as the abundant being that you are, then if you're choosing to say right now, just commit within 24 hours with a 5,000 rupees deposit, then what you do is you get a gift of the Radical Forgiveness book study, which is worth 9,912 rupees as free. That's a series of 12 calls where we go through what is really radical forgiveness. And it's some of you have done the study. It's a study where you really recognize, why any person exists in your life, why any incident exists in your life, and how everything is in divine order, and how this whole study comes about, brings about the process of you ending up loving and accepting yourself. It's like a beautiful process. It's a very beautiful study, and you learn how to do radical forgiveness worksheets, etc., for your own self. So that is the Abundant You program. We'll share this on the groups as well later. So Parul, what we will be doing is I'll be taking you through concepts where you start shifting your perspectives as to how you see yourself. We start looking at what you believe, literally questioning what you believe, and believe me, beliefs are also not wrong. They have a role to play up till a certain part of your journey. But when you get to this part of your journey where you start to question, those beliefs have stopped serving the purpose. They were there so that you could experience the separation. But now the need for that separation is kind of going away. You want to discover who you are. So we do work with what your beliefs are. And we start taking certain very practical actions like forgiveness, like giving, blessing, and all the things that abundant people do. Yeah. So if you were being abundant, what are the things you would do? So these are the exercises that I invite you to do on a day-to-day basis or on a month-to-month basis. We have home plays, homeworks, and then of course you're supported on a WhatsApp journey. So while we do have monthly core calls, we also have WhatsApp support and also a one-on-one support. So like sometimes, let's say you're in a funk, like, very often Babita would call me and say, Smriti, this is what's happening in my life, right? I don't know. And she's like stressed out about some expense that has come up in her life or some physical thing that has happened to her daughter. And then we would do a quick call, and I would then again, what do? I remind you who you are, okay? And I just align you back to who you are. Then the moment you start being abundant and being that energy, all things fall in place. I'm not worried about that part, okay? So the program takes you month to month, helping you to grow. I need at least 1 year to undo what you've learned over 20, 30, 40, 50 years, right? So you have to at least give me a year, if not more. Most people who've coached with me have stayed on in my programs because, like I myself, invest in being coached year after year because it just keeps you in that energy. Otherwise, you can drop off, right? The human, mind just has a way of popping up habitually from centuries. So yeah, so staying in that coaching program. So you do have that one-on-one support as well as you have the group support. And yeah, my job is to keep showing you who you truly are, because this world, I believe, deserves to have the gift that you've come here to be. So I am only serving people who are interested in being the gift that they came here to be. So this is not necessarily for, this is not for people who are not interested in being the gift, very honestly. This is, if you really want to discover who you are and live your fullest while you're still alive, then this program is for you. And because I mean business, I felt called to make this offer. All people who've done programs with me know that this is probably one of the lowest ticket program that I'm offering, but I'm happy to do it. I'm very, very happy to do it if it will serve people. So Parul, if you have any questions, you can also connect on a one-on-one, and I'm happy to talk to you. Yes, happiness raised hand. Hi, my darling.
And I just wanted to say thank you. We did that. I spoke to you a few months ago, I think September, October. And then you did that one money call for 4-5 hours. And I was so grateful that you announced that, and I chose it. And I don't know what happened. Everything changed for me. And I was so happy to notice after 2-3 months, I said, wait, what the hell? I'm making so much more money, and, so many things are falling into place. And I was just so happy. So this time when you announced the batch, I had come decided. I said, okay, I'm going to join. And how did I get so lucky that you've announced another fab and even more fab offer? So I'm in, and I just want to say, you're right. It's how you make people feel. And with you, I feel a sense of possibilities in every way. And it's just like, I want more of your energy and, what you have. So I'm like, I'm signing up for the whole year.
Awesome. It's so wonderful to have you on board, baby.
Yes.
So
yes.
we will work with money, we will work
Yeah.
with relationships, and we will work with body, because all three are a part of
Yeah.
abundance. So
Yeah.
abundance is not going to be just money, 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 money. So we will work with money principles, but we will also work with relationship principles. And which is
Yeah.
why I am offering for whoever is signing up within the next 24 hours, even with that, token deposit for now, that radical forgiveness. That's an amazing study. It's really changed lives, because forgiveness is one of the very critical work in having that space to be everything.
Expansiveness. Yes. Yes.
Because so much of our energy is blocked. I am telling you my personal experience. Oh my God. If there was an actual physical machine which could vacuum out all that stuff from within me, oh my God, I would have like tons load of stuff within me pulled out of me. But yeah, so yes, it's made a big difference to my life. And I only teach what I myself use.
Yeah.
So I know that forgiveness has made a big difference. Big difference.
Yes. We know you walk the talk. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, my darling. Oh, so happy to have you on board.
Yes.
Beautiful. All right. Tell me, Seema, do you want to share something? Do you want to say something? You want to ask something? Because you had raised your hand earlier, but you didn't unmute.
May I?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, I've come on the call after, I guess, a year or something. I've not been on calls, nothing. And like I said, it had made a big time difference in my life, and things had shrunk big time. But at the same time, like you said, it made me come up with to being what I truly am. And out of nowhere, I started tuitions at home for academic tuitions. And all of a sudden, within a month period, I had nearly 15, 16 students showing up. And today I'm having a huge number, and I'm crazily, madly, fully into it.
Yay!
Like 7 to 12 and 2 to 9:30 in the night. Like I'm fully, totally into it from nowhere else. And it's actually brought a different space and different energy in my life as such, if I have to talk about it. So like when you said, like, these things, they are an invitation for you to step into becoming that true self that you bring to the table. Because the parents have come up and they have acknowledged the fact that, ma'am, the way you teach, my kid is absolutely in love. She loves to study. Earlier, she wouldn't even touch the book. She wouldn't sit, wouldn't do this thing. And I have been having this feedback from nearly all of the parents.
That is so phenomenal.
Yes, though the charges have not been very high, considering like I was starting with, but whatever felt light for me, I went with it. It was a hectic, crazy time. I used to not have time at all for anything else. But I absolutely loved all my classes. I enjoyed. And like you said, though it shrunk me, it made me get up and, get to this space which I had abandoned big time long back. And I have never ever done that. But right now, like since the exams got over 10th, I've been sitting and planning for my next year.
Yay!
Writing down my schedules, my timetables, my students and lists and this and that, blah, 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 which I've never ever done before. So I'm really grateful for that situation which shrunk my world. And I really blessed. Like you said, I really bless every single day. I bless each and every room in my house, each and everything in my house, from my gas to my, like even my fans also. I thank them so much that and I can actually feel the abundance.
Precisely.
I can actually feel the abundance. So the money part of it will come in. I know that for sure. But the kind of abundance and peace I feel is like amazing. Amazing. I just can't put it in words. And I'm like, welling up even talking right now. And when I was talking that. So I'm so grateful for this call. I just saw it by chance in the afternoon. I said, I'm coming in for this call.
Well,
you don't have time at all.
May you grow from strength to strength, and may your blessings become millionfold.
Yes, many of the parents have blessed me. And in fact, some of the parents are like, ma'am, even if you're not conducting class in the month of May, we wish to pay because we are grateful for the changes in our kids.
How amazing is that?
Amazing.
Yeah. So this, guys, is exactly what I was saying, that when you serve with your heart, right, there is no way that the universe will not support you, because universe is, please understand the nature of the universe. The nature of the universe is to thrive. The nature of universe is growth. So nature will support anything that contributes to the growth, of love, that contributes to the growth of abundance in people, that contributes to the growth of happiness, that contributes to the growth of joy. There is no way that you will not be supported, because that is the nature of the universe.
Exactly. And the name of my class is the Jovial Classes, a Fun Learning Academy. That's the name that popped up. So
Wonderful.
it's really a fun learning academy for me.
Wonderful.
Because children, they have gone and said home, "Main ko na mummy Seema teacher jaise banna hai."
Oh, sweet. Wonderful. Yeah. So keep going, darling.
Thank you so much.
You're on
And
the
thank
right
you so much
track.
for the words you said. Like, it really will be staying with me. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad it contributed to you, baby.
Thank you so
I
much.
say it from my heart, because that's how I work, and I see how blessed I am. And I just feel so grateful to do what I do. I love my work.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, sweetheart.
Thank you so much.
So welcome. All right. Tell me, does anybody have questions? Anything that I can contribute to you right now? So this is what we want to do. For all the brave souls who want to, who really want to become more, be more, and be the gift that you are, this is an invitation for those people, right? This is for you to really look at where are you functioning from. And it'll not be necessarily easy. There will be some tough days where you'll have to really look at what you think about yourself. What do you believe about yourself, right? You will have to look at how you hate somebody. Yeah, how it's so challenging to forgive that person. Yes, there will be those moments, but that is part of you unleashing that abundance in you, you unlocking that abundance in you, which has been like, locked up in a resentment, in a hurt, in a grudge, in a doubt, in a disbelief. So we want to unlock all of those aspects of you so that you can just bring it forth. It already exists within you. It's not there. That's why I speak with so much confidence. It's already there. My job is to help you unlock it. So there's not one of you who's not abundant already. Not even one of you. I'm just going to help you unlock it. Okay? So we will do a call a month. For those who are signing up within 24 hours, you'll have 2 calls a month, because you'll also have the Radical Forgiveness book study. In fact, you'll have probably more. We'll see how the group is and what the group dynamics are, whether we'll do once. I guess we'll do 2 calls a month. So you'll end up doing at least 2-3 calls a month, and for at least the first 12 weeks with the book study. And then, also what happens, I mean, I don't talk about it, but very often it happens. I'm doing some particular program, which I feel will contribute to you. That becomes a gift. That all my coaching people know, that sometimes there are like little program here, little program there. And I say, okay, you're a part of this, because I know it will contribute to your growth. So those are things that are not really planned in advance, but they're there for you to use. And of course, I encourage you to read. I encourage you to study, because that opens a lot of doors. It helps you shift your perspectives. And ultimately, it's you who has to decide, is this what you really would love for yourself? Okay. So this is you making a decision to invest in you. And if you want to have a conversation, you want to have a talk, I'm available. Message Nena, message me, and I'm happy to set up a call, have a word with you. And for those who have already messaged in, we are joining. Welcome on board. And it will be wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to do this journey with you. Okay. And irrespective, whether you join or not, but if there's something that you require, anything that I can contribute to you, I'm happy to reach out. All right. So loads and loads and loads of love. Stay blessed. And yeah, be the gift that you are. Love you all. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.